Nice. Rhett Miller, the old 97s, waking up.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, this is Champaign, Illinois. The bottom line's been snorted, yeah. The bottom card's been dealt. No one knows like you know right now how truly bad it felt. All your life you wasted on dreaming about the day worker bees kill off their queen and carry all her eggs away. Oh, but if you die fearing God and painfully employed, you will not go to heaven, you'll go to Champaign, Illinois. Up north in Chicago, where the booze makes no one blush, memories come back to you in a double bourbon rush. The memories aren't all bad, yeah, neither my friend are you. There is an argument, there must be some heaven meant for hearts that are half true. Oh, but if you spend your whole life rolling horses into Troy, you will not go to heaven, you'll go to Champaign, Illinois. No, you will not go to heaven, you'll go to Champaign, Illinois. Roll on Blacktop Highway, it circles towards the sun. Springfield's in the distance, and that's the last big one. After that comes judgment, yeah, judgment will be swift. You will be eliminated, but here's a party gift. Oh, if you die fearing God and painfully employed, no, you will not go to heaven, you'll go to Champaign, Illinois. No, you will not go to heaven, you'll go to Champaign, Illinois. No, you will not go to heaven, you'll go to Champaign, Illinois.
Rhett Miller from the old 97s live in studio here on the afternoon show. Two songs, stripped down acoustic from the new record, which is called The Grand Theater Volume 1. Champaign, Illinois, and Every Night is Friday Night Without You. And Champaign, Illinois, you share a songwriting credit with Bob Dylan.
That is crazy, isn't it?
It is crazy. So this song is kind of a response to Desolation Row. Were you thinking about that ahead of time? How did you think about even doing that?
It wasn't terribly calculated, and it was a while ago. I've sat on this song for a number of years for fear of repercussions from Dylan's legal team, which is notoriously vigilant.
Yes.
But we finally, I'd been thinking, God, it would go so well on this record we're making, Volume 1, Grand Theater, and I thought, we've got this great manager. Why not let him see if he can pull it off? And so Danny Goldberg called up Dylan's manager, and Dylan's manager said, well, we turn these requests down, 100 a day out of hand, but if it's really important, I'll take it to Bob. And 2 weeks later, I get this call, Dylan likes it, which is, just that alone makes it's a career watermark. But it was so cool. Not only did he like it, he liked it so much that he let us keep half of the publishing.
That is amazing.
Yeah,
that is awesome. It's a great song. That's cool. We had a similar thing. Cloud Cult covered Mr. Tambourine Man for a live in studio session, and listeners really responded to it and wanted it on one of our live CDs. And I was like, don't even bother. We'll never clear it. There's no way. And somebody here was like really persistent and said, let's just try. And apparently, same thing. Dylan ended up liking it. And
which makes sense because so much of his career is built on sharing and borrowing and the folk tradition, and so it makes sense that he would be generous with it.
Yeah, and he seems to be really active too. In the last decade, he does a lot, and he's very relevant. So,
yeah, well, he's smart. He always seems to surround himself with young, kind of excited people.
So you didn't get to meet and rub elbows?
Not yet. I hope someday.
Yeah, that would be cool. So. I understand the new record was sort of developed during a residency at a club in Dallas. What does that mean?
Golly, we took this batch of songs that I'd written mostly on tour through Europe with Steve Earle, but we took this batch of songs into this 100-year-old lodge in Dallas where we had a lot of our important shows in our early career were in this theater, and it's this beautiful old second-story, theater setting with a great wooden stage, wooden floor. They have ballroom dancing there, and they have for 100 years, And
Wow.
so we went in there and set up for a week and worked through all the songs. I mean, so much of making a record is just answering the little questions that pop up. How many times do you sing the chorus? Does it need a middle break? And there's an infinite number of those little questions. So
You mean you used it like a rehearsal space, or did you have live shows every night and people could come in and you did shows and you gauged reaction and response?
at the end, we did a secret show. We've done a lot of shows there. In fact, over New Year's last year, we did a four-night stand where we played almost every song from our catalog during the 4 nights. Over 100 songs. But it's a place that means a lot to us.
Yeah.
And it's technically, I don't know if it's possible to be technically haunted, but it's supposedly haunted. Murray spent the night there waiting for ghosts, and I don't think he really saw anything, but he woke up very cranky.
Wow. That, I don't know. Out of character for him?
Oh, no, he's a ghost chaser for sure.
Not cranky normally.
No, but eccentric always.
Yeah.
Murray, if you're listening, we love you.
Yes. So the song The Dance Class has a really, I don't know how to say this, awesome, pervy, Lolita-like quality to it, which I don't know if that's you, me, or the character.
It was definitely the character. I was in Birmingham, England on this rainy night off on tour, on that Steve Earle tour, and across the street there was this, it was like such a bleak tableau, and yet in the midst of it there was this bright window into a dance class, and it was filled with the most beautiful dancing, all these, beautiful young ladies in leotards, and I imagined that I was an agoraphobic trapped in this Birmingham flat.
Yeah.
And I've fallen in love with, the girl in the front row, third from the left or whatever, and like, how am I going to ever make this happen, sort of a thing.
There's a great lonely not stalker, but quality to the song that you feel that.
Thank you. Yeah, I was really going for creepy. It's really, I don't always go for creepy. Usually it's unintentional.
So, well, congratulations on the new record.
Thank you.
And congratulations that your Twitter account got verified today.
Yeah, isn't that funny? Things Johnny Cash never said. I'm really excited my Twitter account got verified today.
What does that mean?
It means that I'm really me, which is a real relief.
Nice. Your personality was verified or validated. Well, you do great tweets.
Thanks.
And really entertaining. What do you get out of it? I mean, you do a lot.
Well, I was told, like most musicians I know, I was told that I needed to do it by management, and I can't handle Facebook or MySpace or whatever. Like, it all seems like an avalanche of information. But something about Twitter, there's a simplicity to it. I'm able to write something little, send it into the world, read other people's little things. It's all just very little. And
but it's hard to write something little that is captivating and entertaining. And you, Ted Leo, Kanye.
Ted Leo's pretty good too.
And Questlove.
Yeah.
Do really great tweets.
You have to have an enormous ego. I think that every tiny thought you have is so awesome.
So has it led to any sort of collaborations or anything interesting?
Oh, yeah. Just 2 weeks ago, I started writing with Roseanne Cash because mostly of Twitter. I mean, we have friends in common, and we may have met eventually, but she's a great tweeter. But because of Twitter, we wound up sort of really kind of bonding and realizing that we would get along probably in real life, and wound up writing 2 songs together in the last 2 weeks and recording a demo of one as a duet. And I mean, God,
wow, in person?
Yeah, we wrote via email and then got together and recorded and wrote a little bit live. So
wow, I wonder if anybody's collaborated via Twitter yet, where each verse is only 140 characters or something.
That's not a bad idea. I'll give you credit though for it. I'll say
cool.
Asterisk Kevin Cole.
Awesome. So, well, again, thank you so much for stopping by. Old 97's playing tonight at Showbox at the Market. You've got Langhorne Slim on the bill, then playing tomorrow night in Portland at the Wonder Ballroom. Do you mind doing a couple more songs?
Sure. I wasn't sure what I would play next, but your questions about dance class sort of sealed the deal.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you.
Sure.